Today, we're diving into one of the biggest challenges facing enterprise AI. And it's not about making the AI faster or more powerful. It's all about trust. In high-stakes business environments, trusting your AI isn't just a nice-to-have, it is absolutely essential. So the real question is, how do we get there?
Let's just start with a really direct question for anyone who's deploying AI in their organization. You see the results, you get the predictions, but do you actually know why your AI is making the specific decisions it is? It sounds like a simple question, right? But the answer, well, that's anything but simple.
And this just lays out the whole challenge perfectly. We're getting pretty good at the what. The prediction, the answer. Honestly, that's becoming the easy part. But the hard part, the part that keeps compliance officers and business leaders up at night, is understanding the why. Without that justification, that explanation, you just can't have real confidence in the system. So, this gap between the what and the why, it actually has a name. And it's one of the biggest roadblocks for businesses that are trying to adopt AI today. Let's talk about what's known as the black box problem.
A black box AI is pretty much what it sounds like. It's a system that gives you an answer, but it refuses to show its work. The internal logic is totally opaque, it's hidden from view, you have no idea how it connected the dots, which means you can't verify its reasoning, and you can't truly, fully trust its conclusions. For any business, that lack of visibility is a massive liability.
And let's be clear, this isn't just some abstract technical issue. We're talking about major business risk. A black box can hide some really serious problems. Think about an AI that's approving loans, but it starts discriminating against certain zip codes because of hidden biases in the data it was trained on. When something goes wrong, and it will, debugging is a complete nightmare. All this uncertainty just destroys stakeholder trust and can lead to some really severe consequences, everything from damaging your reputation to getting hit with heavy regulatory fines.
But what if you could open that box? What if you could shine a bright light on the entire decision-making process? That is exactly where the solution lies. So let's talk about white box AI. This quote really captures the huge shift in thinking that's happening across pretty much every industry. The bar has been raised. It's just not acceptable anymore for an AI to be accurate. It also has to be accountable. You need to know how it works and why it comes to the conclusions that it does. And white box AI is the direct answer to that need. It's an approach that's specifically designed to demystify artificial intelligence. What it does is provide clear, human-readable explanations for why a model made a specific call, turning all those complex, murky processes into insights that your team, your customers, and your regulators can actually understand. So, what does this kind of transparency actually mean for your business on a day-to-day basis? Well, it's the foundation for a much, much stronger and safer AI strategy. Let's dig into the benefits. The benefits here are direct, and they're tangible. With transparency, you build trust across the board. You can proactively deal with risks before they blow up. You can make sure you're meeting strict regulatory standards. And on the practical side, you can debug issues way faster and even get insights to make your models perform better over time.
What's really cool here is how trust becomes a direct result of having an explanation. When you can give a clear, simple reason for why your AI did what it did, you get rid of all that fear and uncertainty that comes with the black box. This builds incredible confidence with everyone who has to rely on that AI, from your own internal teams all the way to your end customers.
Transparency is also your best defense against risk. A white box AI approach lets you monitor your models in real time, so you can spot things like performance degrading over time, problems with data quality, or, and this is a big one, those hidden biases that can creep into the system. It lets you get way out in front of problems before they can actually hurt your business. And look, for anyone in a regulated industry, this is completely non-negotiable. Whether you're dealing with GDPR's right to explanation, or HIPAA, or financial rules from FINRA and the SEC, being able to audit your AI's behavior is absolutely essential. Whitebox AI gives you the clear audit trails you need to prove your compliance with total confidence.
Okay, this all sounds great, but how does it really work under the hood? Well, the process isn't some kind of magic. It's a very clear, structured approach that creates a continuous feedback loop for your AI systems.
The whole thing breaks down into 4 really clear steps. First up is integration. It connects seamlessly to the models you already have in production using lightweight tools so you don't have to rip everything out and start over. Second, analysis. It's constantly analyzing your data in real time, watching for performance drifts and fairness issues before they turn into major problems. Third, explanation. This is the real core of it, where an explainable AI engine generates those clear, human-readable justifications for your model's decisions. And finally, visualization. All these amazing insights are delivered through easy-to-use dashboards and proactive alerts, so your team is always in the loop and always in control. So, when you bring all these different pieces together, it creates this really fundamental shift. You're no longer just crossing your fingers and hoping your AI works. You're moving to a place of certainty. You can deploy with genuine confidence.
We've got to move beyond just staring at performance metrics. I mean, think about it. An AI that's 99% accurate is still a huge risk if you can't explain why it gets it wrong that critical 1% of the time. The goal isn't just performance anymore. It has to be genuine understanding.
And this level of clarity, this is what makes platforms like Whitebox AI by Agentaflow so essential for any modern enterprise. They're really the key to making sure your AI strategy is built on the 4 pillars of trust, making sure it's effective, fair, compliant, and completely transparent.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. Is your organization's AI strategy built on a solid foundation of trust, or is it kind of built on chance? The choice you make there is really going to define your success. Thanks for tuning in.